Your senior year at Spartanburg Day, actually the night before you committed to Duke, you laced up a pair of Bred Air Jordan 1s in a game. What do you remember most from playing in Air Jordan 1s that night?
You know, in high school, even now, I like to go back and watch those old school Jordan commercials. And I remember there was a lot going on with my college decision and stuff. And I came across the band commercial saying like they banned that colorway. And I was like, you know what? We're gonna have some fun with it tonight. So I laced them up and went out there and hooped.
So Zion, fast forward to now, you're about to launch the Zion 1. What does this moment mean to you to now have your own signature sneaker?
This moment means a lot. It's one of those things where, you know, as a kid, you know, you sit back and you see all these signature athletes and you're like, you know, one day I'm gonna have my own shoe. And for Jordan Brand to come to me and say they wanna give me this opportunity, truly, I can't thank them enough because this is surreal. Like, you know, I'm only 20 and I'm about to unveil my first shoe. I'm very grateful for this opportunity and I'm hyped, man. I'm just hyped for it.
Yeah, kind of touching off that, like you said, you're only 20 years old and you have your own sneaker. What does it mean to you to be the first Gen Z athlete to get his own shoe?
Honestly, I think it's fitting. You know, my name is Zion and it's Gen Z. I think it's only right.
Say it with your chest, detonating on the rim.
There is nobody in this building that is sitting down.
What do you remember most from the Jordan Brand pitch meeting on Nike's campus? What was the moment that you realized that this is where I want to be?
It was almost kind of like picking a college all over again, a little bit. You know, when I was on campus, it felt right. You know, it felt like this was home and this where I needed to be. And like I said, the opportunity to have Jordan Brand give me a signature shoe was like something I couldn't pass up on.
Zion Mania coming to a city near you.
Let's dive a little bit into the design process. What specifically did you want out of your first signature sneaker?
The meeting I think that stuck out to me was rookie year when I went to New York to unveil the Jordan 34. It was me and my family and a bunch of Jordan Brand people, and we were sitting in this hotel suite. And I remember it was like 21 questions. They asked so many questions, and I'm thinking, I wonder why they asked that. Like, you don't get nothing out of that. And everything I said in that meeting, somehow they found a way to like incorporate it into my shoe. And I don't even think we were talking about the Zion 1 yet. They were just getting to know me, but somehow they took all that from that meeting and put it into my first shoe.
Posterize, baby, Zion Williamson.
Yes, he can be the best player in the world one day.
From a playing and a comfort standpoint, what do you need and what are you most comfortable with in terms of a basketball shoe?
What I needed the most was to find a perfect balance between, you know, power and speed, because I create a lot of force, but I also make a lot of quick, twitchy movements. So I think that process was the starting process of it, like the foundation of the shoe. And man, you know, I couldn't explain it to you in full details, and they probably explained it to me a lot, but they did their thing with the shoe, man.
Is there a specific memory that sticks out from the process once you guys really got into the thick of designing the Zion 1?
My stepfather, he tells me all the time, when I was 20, I thought like a 20-year-old. When I was growing, I thought like an adult. So I say that to say this. We're in these meetings and they're telling me all this stuff, but I'm sitting there in shock like, I'm about to have my own shoe. I'm about to have my first shoe. And they're telling me all these crazy details and I'm like, yeah, that's dope, but I'm about to have my first shoe. So like during all those meetings, that was like my mind. I was just thinking about having my first shoe.
I can't stop this energy. I got big goals. You should follow me.
In your mind, what story does your first shoe, the Zion 1, tell?
Honestly, a story? I don't know if it's much of a story. I think for me, it's more of the look. Because I remember when I told him, I said, you know, when somebody walks into a store, I want them to know it's my shoe. So for me, it's gonna be the Z. That's gonna be my look. That's my story.
Most definitely. And then when you first saw it, did it remind you of your haircut?
Oh, without a doubt. That's me. That's me.